Okay, good afternoon. My name is Veronica Flores. I am your English teacher in this module 7. Um, in this week 2, we are going to learn custom and traditions. It's important that you remember that the last week we talk about present and present continuous. So in this week we will learn past and past continue. We have to continue. If you have any question, Annie, please say me writing something and I listen to you or read the question and answer it in the moment. So we continue. Today we're going to talk about simple past, past continuous, verb to be in past, auxiliary did, and the word used to. I recommend to you that download the Learning Guide to know what activities you should to do during the week and what results you should review for each activity. We start. Simple past. Meaning and use. When do you use simple sentence? Simple past sentence? Okay, we use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at the specific time in the past. For example, I took a shower. So I did that in the morning, but not in this moment. So that finished. I did that in the past. It's in a specific time in the past. Start and finish and a specific time in the start. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. What are the common time expressions used with the past sentence? Yesterday. What does mean yesterday? For example, yesterday I went to work in the morning. Yesterday is the day before today. Last month. The last month. For example, last month was October. Last month, October, okay? Last year, 2098. No, yeah. No. It's 2018. Sorry. Last year is 2018. Last week. Last week I went to dinner with my mother, for example. 3 years ago, I was thin than now. In 1980, okay, this expression is common to use in the past. So for example, when we want to do a sentence in past, you can use this word. For example, last month, ago, yesterday, last year, last week, and in 1990. Examples. I saw Maria yesterday. You look that saw is the past of see. So here is the past of see. Last Friday, the student took their spelling and vocabulary test. Last Friday, the student took. Took is the past of take. Okay, the verb take. The verb in these sentences is took. Last Friday is the situation. They got married 2 years ago. Got is the past of get. They got married 2 years ago. These actions are over. Finished. Okay, they got married. Se casaron el año pasado. Got married 2 years ago. 2 años atrás. Pero eso ya acabó. O sea, bueno, se casaron. El casamiento como tal ya terminó. Siguen casados tal vez, ¿no? Pero la acción de casarse ya pasó. ¿Ok? We have to continue. Okay, how do we form the simple past sentence? This is important question. English has 2 types of verbs, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Look at the following list of past sentence verbs, which verbs are regular and which are irregular. Talk, walk, studied, gave, became, cried, lived, did. So, welcome to the class. Oh my God. Who is here? Oh, come and go. Okay, we continue. Okay, we continue. How do we form simple past? For example, talk is irregular. Why? Because change the structure. The present is think, pensar. Talk, pasado, pensó. Walk, the present is walk. And walked. You add only ed in the last of the walk. Walked. Studied. Gave. Give. Gave is the past of give. Give is the present. Gave is the past. Became. Cried. Cry is the present of cried. Live. Lived. Do is the present of did. Okay? So you can see that there is 2 types of verbs, regulars and irregulars. The regular verb, you only change the end of the word, and irregular verbs change the structure of the word, maybe all the word. Okay? Talk is irregular, walk is regular, study is regular, gave irregular, became irregular, cry regular, live regular, did irregular. Okay, we continue. Regular verbs are verbs that end with ed. Simple form: walk, past sentence, study, cry, life. Past sentence, you add ed, walked. Study, studied. Cry, cried. Live, light. Okay? Irregular verbs are verbs that don't end with ed. Some irregular verbs have a vowel change in the past sentence. For examples, simple forms become, you look that the O is changed both A. Become, became. Give, gave. Drive, drove. Forget, forgot. Both have a different kinds of change. For example, teach, taught. Bring, brought. Live, left. Hear, heard. Buy, bought. Celia bought a new computer last week. So how we can to use the verbs or the past? You have to learn. You have to repeat and repeat and repeat, write and write and write, and you have to memory that. That is the way. I don't know anyway. There is a rule, a specific rule for this. And some irregular verbs don't change at all. For example, hit and hit. In present and in past, you write exactly. Put and put. Sit and sit. The children set the table every Sunday. But say that the children set the table last night, for example. It's the same. For regular verbs, sample use ed from the verbs in a positive sentence. For example, when I was a child, I played the piano. Okay. Donna visit Paris. You look that we add ed. Be careful with the spelling change. For irregular verbs, use the correct past sentence in a positive sentences. We use, for example, same forms with different subjects. Unfortunately, these forms must be memorized. There is another way to do this. So you have to memorize it. For example, last week I sent you a letter. The student had an English exam. They did a great job. Okay? These are irregular verbs. For negative sentence, we use did not auxiliary verb or didn't plus verb past form in infinitive. I went to work yesterday. I didn't go to work yesterday. Look in the past in the negative past sentence. You have the past auxiliary verb did in negative form and in past, but the verb is in infinitive and in present. I didn't go to the work yesterday. Exceptions, verb to be. The verb be is special. Never use did or didn't. With the verb to be, instead of, you use was or were, plus not. For example, did, for question, did plus subject plus verb for infinitive. Did you go to work yesterday? Did you come yesterday? Put the verb between brackets into the correct form in simple past. Last year, I spent my holiday in Iran. It were great. I traveled around the city by car and we visit lot of interesting places. In the evening, we went to the coffee and we were very lunch with the weather. It didn't rain a lot. We saw some beautiful rainbows. So look that if you is a negative form in past, you have to use the auxiliary verb didn't. Okay? But if the verb to be, you use was or were. Well, it's important that you practice, so I recommend you that go to the website with the classmate to practice that you have learned, review in this page. It's a quiz, it's easy to do, and you can practice the past sentence. Good luck. Some resources, okay, this is a presentation PowerPoint, and this is a slider net, okay? This is more presentations. Okay, verb to be in past. Okay, we're going to talk about a specific of verb to be in past. It's important that we study this because do you remember in English the most important verb is the verb to be is it help to express with anything and you can communicate with the other person. For example, affirmative and negative form. Okay, I was at the school. I wasn't at the school yesterday. When you use person, I, he, she, or it, you use was or wasn't. When you use person, we, you, or they, you use were or weren't. For example, we were at the beach last week. So remember these rules because it's important. Remember that the verb to be changes with the person that you use the verb. How you can use when you have to do a question form. Oh, okay. You start the question with verb to be. Was I hungry? Was he hungry? Was she hungry? Was it hungry? Were we at the theater last weekend? Were you were you at the theater last weekend? Were they at the theater last weekend? Okay, look for structure. A question you use first, verb to be in past, then you use the person and then the complement. And the answer is yes, she was hungry. Yes, she was. Or you can say, no, she wasn't hungry. No, she was. Okay? Do you have any question here, Anna? Is any clear? Is all clear for you? Do you remember that I like that you practice with me and I would like to listen to you any question that you have? Okay, past continuous. When we use past continuous, we have to use verb to be in past. You use the verb to be in past and you have to use the verb plus N I N G. For example, I was playing, you were playing, we were playing. Okay? For example, was the teacher explaining grammar at the school last Monday? No, she wasn't. She was explaining geography. Okay? In past continuous sentences, you can do an interrogative. When you do interrogative, you have to use first verb to be, for example, was, then you write the person and end writing the verb plus ending with ing. For example, were you play were you playing? A negative form, I wasn't playing. Okay? Uses. We use past continuous to describe the past action that was in progress. In progress. You are doing the you are doing in this moment. I was eating. Estaba comiendo. Okay? What is the difference between past continuous and past simple? Is simple. One is ending and the other is happening. For example, the police broke his ankle while he was running. Okay? Compare to past continuous. I was doing and I did. I was walking home when I met Dave in the middle on the walking home and was watching television when the phone rang. Look, something was happening and then happened other thing. Do you remember this word? While and when. While normally accompanies the past continuous when past simple compare. For example, the phone rang while the band was playing. Auxiliary did. Do you remember the auxiliary did? Or did is the past of do. Negative form. I didn't play tennis last weekend. Did is the same for any person. You use did or didn't for any question. For example, you didn't clean the windows. We didn't go to the dentist. Okay? Question 4. When you structure a question, you have to use first the auxiliary did. Then you write the person and the complement. For example, did you find your umbrella? Yes, I found my umbrella. Yes, I did. No, I didn't find my umbrella. No, I didn't. Look that you have to write the structure. Yes, the person. Then you can write the verb in past and the complement or the short answer. Yes, I did. For example, he is at the park now. In the past simpler, she were in the park yesterday. This is the past, simple past. Is we change for was. Negative form. She wasn't at the park yesterday. An interrogative form. Was she at the park yesterday? Now we have to change the next sentence. She goes to the hospital to visit her friend. Positive. She went to the hospital to visit her friends last week. Mm. She didn't go to the hospital to visit her friend last week. Or in interrogative, did she go to the hospital to visit her friend last week? Look that we change the structure depend if it's positive, negative, or interrogative form. Remember, why do we use simple past tense? To complete action in the past. My mom made some pancakes for us yesterday. Okay, Minnie baked the hung cake for Mike's birthday party. John broke a window while he was playing football. Did you ask a question during the lesson? They didn't have a panic at the weekend. Did Were they at the party last night? Another, this is my mother made a sandwich for me. He was, so he didn't go to the school yesterday. He bought an expensive car last year. Did she clean the house at the weekends? Students didn't listen to the teacher. Look at the negative form and the question and the positive form for the past. So how we can use the habits in the past? Oh, for that we use used to. This is a word. This is the past. Habit in the past. Infinitive. Used to plus infinitive. When I was 10, I used to ride a bicycle. Or you can say I used play with dolls, negative forms. I didn't used to smoke. For example, interrogative form. Did you used to smoke? What did you used to do? So, when we are going to ask some people for habits in the past, we can use the word used to. It's important that you remember these structures. The affirmative form you use the person plus used to plus verb in infinitive plus complement. Negative form you use person, auxiliary did in negative form plus used to plus complement plus verb. When I was 10, I played with dolls. We can change this for when I was 10, I used to play with dolls. Or when I was 10, I didn't used to smoke. Or we can say, did you used to smoke when you were 10? So look when how you can change the past. Did you smoke when you were 10? You can change for did you used to smoke? Both are correct. You can use the two ways to write or to express, okay? Do you smoke now? No. Susan used to play the piano when he was 10, but now she doesn't anymore. My friend used to smoke a lot when they were young, but they don't anymore. What did the people used to do in the 19th century? People didn't use whites to wash TV. Now they usually wash it. Okay? What did the people use to do in the 19th century? They didn't use drink Coke. In the 19th century, people didn't use to have computers. Now most people usually have a computer. People used to have typewriters. Do you remember the typewriters? It's like this. Máquinas de escribir. What didn't people used to do in the 19th century? Oh my God, they didn't used to send emails. Now many people usually send emails. So they used to send telegrams. So do you remember that this represents something that do in the past and you don't do anymore in this moment, in the present? What didn't people used to do in the 19th century? They didn't use calculator. Now the people usually use them. They used to the abacus. Do you remember the abacus? In the 19th century, people didn't used to travel by plane. Today, most people usually travel by plane. They used to travel on horseback. That's true. Okay, habits in the past. Number two, there used to. 10 years ago, there used to be cinema. There didn't used to be a bank. Interrogative form. Did there used to be a shop? Yes, there did. No, there didn't. For example, 10 years ago, there was a cinema. 10 years ago, there wasn't a cinema. Was there a cinema 10 years ago? We can change. 10 years ago, there used to be a cinema. 10 years ago, there didn't used to be a cinema. We can change. Did there used to be a cinema 10 years ago? Is another way that you can to express yourself. Okay, we are going to review the activity. The activity 3 and activity 4. Okay, let me to check. Okay. Mhm. This is activity 3. Okay, you have to write. You have to write. You have to write history that happens in the past. Okay. Mm, remember that happened date in your life. Okay. Write about what's happened, how you feel, and why was important day for you. Use the verb sentence you have practiced through the English modules: present simple, present continuous, and simple past. You can go and share with me photographies as images, illustrative, and that day, for example. Uh, my happiness day is when my son was born. Yes, that is is the happiness day. So I felt happy. I remember that day like I I I feel that the time don't pass. When I remember that day, I can see his face, his his hair, his mouth, his beautiful eyes. I love my son, and I remember the day he was that he born, and I be happy other time. Um, if I have to say to you that what is this important day for me? Why? Because my song is the most important in my life. um, the more beautiful time or moment that I I have had in this life are happen when he is with me. When he born, my life changed. I became a better person, and I know that there is someone in this world that is part of me, of myself. And when I go for this world, I am sure that he start in this world and he will be better person than me. So so you have to write something like I have to say to you, and you have to record this and an audio, record the information and share it on the YouTube or Hotmail or any link online. Okay, so we are going to talk about the next activity. Oh my God, you are looking that I am reviewing the activities in this. Okay, so don't worry, I am. This is activity 3. Yes. Yes, this is activity number 3, a happy day. I am going to look for the other, excuse me. Mhm. Okay, let me, I am looking for the other activity, action. Fecha de inclusión. Oh my God. Um, okay, go to the module, go to see this. And go to okay, Annie, do you have any question? I would like to listen to hear you. I would like to read you. How do you think about the class? It's okay. Have you understand the activity? Have you understand the structure or the present or the past continuous and simple past? No? Yes? Let me a moment. I am looking for the activity number 4. I am going to explain you what you have to do. Okay, what's happening here? Oh my God. Yes, I am talking. I am here. Mhm. Mhm. Wait a moment, please. Okay. Okay, you have to do the family timeline. Okay, this is activity number 4. I am downloading the document to review with you the activity. Okay, I like to use the word because okay, this is a have a good day. Okay, I am going to review this. Okay, for example, write in the following box 10 questions in English and Spanish to gather information about your family history in a simple past. For example, when did you move to the city? Okay, for example, we need to know what's happened with your family. Okay, for example, I a question: when did you move to the city? When did you um, when did your father go to work to United States, for example? When you decided uh, when do when when did when do you decide to study high school? Okay, then you have to write the 10 questions. You have to do an interview with a member of your family who can give the information. For example, you have to go and ask for something of your family and do the report. Okay, then you have to make a timeline with the information that they provide to you. Okay, yes, I am going to, en las preguntas que se van a realizar en esta actividad, se van a manejar. Sí, es una línea de tiempo. Es importante que pongas la línea del tiempo. Por ejemplo, en qué año se mudaron a esta casa, en qué año se casaron tus papás, en qué año tuvieron tu primer hermano, ¿cómo se llama? Su primer hijo, cómo fue su primer trabajo, no sé, información importante de tu familia, de tus padres, puede ser de tus hermanos, puede ser de tu esposo, de tus hijos, no sé. Sí es importante porque vas a hacer precisamente la línea del tiempo. Tienes que organizar la información de manera cronológica, en año. Por ejemplo, en 1978 llegamos a la Ciudad de México y mi padre pasó esto. O sea, es muy importante que las preguntas las hagas en función de información relevante que tú quieras obtener de tu familia. Obviamente las tendrás que hacer en inglés, en español, y después hacer la entrevista en inglés, escribirlas en inglés y hacer la línea de tiempo en inglés para que puedas usar el vocabulario de presente simple, presente continuous, pasado simple, pasado continuous o, por ejemplo, el used to. ¿Alguna otra duda que tengas? Y bueno, y después de que tengamos esta línea de tiempo, pues hay que enviarla. Bueno, pues se recomienda por YouTube que lo recomiendes, que envíes esta línea de tiempo. Ok. Y bueno, hay que continuar haciendo el audio y los párrafos con los párrafos, hacer un párrafo con la información. Haces la línea del tiempo, haces un párrafo con la información y después en el audio precisamente vas a decir la línea del tiempo de tu familia en inglés. Esta información es muy importante. Aquí es importante que tú expreses, por eso te va guiando, ¿no? Primero obtengo la información, después la acomodo, después hacemos una imagen de la línea del tiempo, posteriormente hacemos un párrafo ocupando las reglas gramaticales y después de ocupar las reglas gramaticales, ese párrafo, bueno, pues vamos a grabar el audio diciendo precisamente la línea del tiempo de nuestras familias en función de las preguntas y las respuestas que se hicieron. ¿Alguna otra duda que tengas? If you don't have any questions, so it's all for today for this class. I hope that um, this class was have been enjoy. Deseo que esta clase te haya sido de ayuda y deseo que haya sido agradable. Muchísimas gracias por estar conmigo esta noche. Disculpa, tengo una duda. Tengo una duda y deseo que me la puedas contestar, Ani. ¿Ha sido difícil eh, ingresar a la Open Class en Zoom? No. ¿Sabes por qué tus compañeros no entran? Es por el horario. Lo que pasa es que en YouTube, la vez que la semana pasada intenté hacerla en YouTube, pero fue un verdadero fracaso, puesto que no se vieron las diapositivas, yo sí di la clase y bueno, fue alguna situación bastante complicada. Pero bueno, por eso es que decidí usar la herramienta de Zoom para que pudiera yo, para que pudiera darles un mejor servicio en esta clase, pero veo que entra una, dos personas. Y si viste las diapositivas y la clase de la semana pasada. Ah, ok, perfecto. Entonces la compartí. ¿Estuviste conmigo en clase o lo viste de las que compartí? Ah, perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. Estuviste en clase. Ok, también lo compartí, pero bueno, porque sí deseo que quede claro esto y bueno, deseo que les sea de utilidad tanto las diapositivas eh, como el video de la clase. Bueno, Ana, excelente, excelente. De todas maneras, hoy voy a compartir la información de esta semana número 2 para que, bueno, todos estén al pendiente y no tengan ningún inconveniente con respecto a la Open Class. Deseo que les sea de utilidad. ¿Qué te han parecido las clases? ¿Si te ha ayudado? ¿Si hemos ayudado para que aprendas un poquito más? ¿Qué me recomiendas para mejorar? Tranquila, no te preocupes. Estamos revisando la intención, estoy revisando que lo estés intentando, que lo hagas, que pronuncies, no tengas miedo a pronunciar. Escucha mi pronunciación, es mexicana, es mexicana y ahí hay que intentarlo, intentarlo y sobre todo tener la confianza de hacerlo y de empezar. Eso es muy importante. No te preocupes que estamos evaluando de una manera, bueno, al menos en lo particular estoy evaluando de una forma, eh, ¿cómo se dice? Estoy siendo, am, la palabra correcta sería empática. Estoy siendo empática porque comprendo que para muchos es el primer contacto que tienen con el idioma inglés. Entonces no se preocupen, es importante que nos empecemos a soltar, que a lo mejor no entendamos reglas gramaticales muy bien, pero bueno, la importancia es que las vayas aprendiendo, yo te las voy enseñando, que vayas perdiendo el miedo de comunicarte y bueno, poco a poco vayas perfeccionando. De eso se trata. Bueno, pues no tienes ningún otro comentario que agregar. Yes, no. Gracias a ti. Que pases una excelente noche. Fue un placer estar contigo. Bueno, pues deseo que la próxima clase sean más, que tengan una lindísima noche, éxito en esta semana. And what's a place be here? No, para nada, no tienes nada que agradecer. Estamos para servirte. Hasta luego. Bye.